Hey guys, it's Sarah from Sleepopolis, and today we're taking a look at the best pillows for back pain, all of which I personally tested. Now keep in mind that you can find more in-depth individual reviews for every pillow I'm about to show you on sleepopolis.com, where you can also find dozens of bedding and mattress reviews from some of the most popular names in the industry. But also remember that I address all kinds of frequently asked questions about pillows at the end of this video. But if throughout the course of this review any questions come up or you want a personal recommendation from me, don't hesitate to give me a shout in the comment section below and I'd be happy to help. Now before we get into this roundup, keep in mind that I am not a doctor, and if you experience ongoing neck or back pain, it's always best to seek advice from your healthcare provider. All right, the first pillow on my list is the Layla K-Pock pillow, and I picked it because it's got a really lofty build and it's got this really dense yet plush and fluffy feel for some really balanced support. Now it's filled with a blend of shredded memory foam and K-Pock, which is a natural tree fiber that really feels just like a fluffy down alternative, and it's covered with this really cozy stretch knit fabric that's also infused with copper in order to draw heat away from your body and make for a cooler sleep. Another reason I love this pillow for back pain is it does feature an adjustable fill, which allows sleepers of all styles to manipulate the internal stuffing in order to find their perfect spine alignment. But the main reason I picked this as my top pick is because it's got a very dense feel and lofty build. So what I like to do is hold it between my legs to relieve hip pain and serve to align the spine, but you can also put it under your feet in order to get a little more blood circulating, or put it under your knees in order to relieve a little lower lumbar pain. So this really is an all-purpose back pain pillow. Now depending on the size you choose, price ranges from about $99 to $119, but you also get a very generous 120 night trial period to test it out. All right, next on my list is very popular brand Tempur-Pedic's original pillow, the Tempur Neck, and it was designed specifically for back and side sleepers who need a little extra help maintaining healthy posture throughout the night. So this pillow features a unique contour design that's meant to adapt to the natural curves of your head, neck, and shoulders. Two sides of the pillow are curved and have higher lofts than the middle of the pillow, which kind of makes it look like the letter U. One contour has a higher loft than the other in order to accommodate sleepers of different heights and body types. But regardless of which side of the contour you choose, the unique construction of this pillow is meant to cradle your head in order to hold it in neutral alignment with your spine, which will then relieve both neck and back pain. Now that said, I think memory foam fans are going to be particularly compatible with this pillow, as it's filled with one piece of Tempur-Pedic's proprietary memory foam, which offers this really moldable feel and a really slow response to pressure. Now another thing I like about it is it does have a really soft and breathable cover fabric, which is also really easy to remove and wash by machine. Now depending on the size you choose, price ranges from about $89 to $129, and it's also backed by a 5-year warranty. Now this next pillow is called the Spine-Align, and it was literally designed by a chiropractor in order to help back and side sleepers maintain healthy posture and relieve pressure in the neck and throughout the back. So first of all, it's covered in a very soft tensile fabric, feels really smooth against the skin, and it's filled with a proprietary blend of fiber and foam, which in my experience is a little bit more on the firmly supportive side. But what's cool about this pillow is it features this 3-chamber design wherein the two sides are loftier than the middle, sort of like what we just saw with the Tempur Neck pillow. And again, one side is built to be loftier in order to accommodate sleepers who are taller, whereas the other side is a little bit shorter, so that's kind of the side that I stick to, as I am on the petite side. That said, every chamber is adjustable, so if you want to increase the loft of the middle or one of the sides, you can just literally unzip, reach in, and manipulate the stuffing as you see fit. Now this pillow does come in one size only, it's about $129, and it's backed by a 60-day trial period. Okay, stomach sleepers, this next one is for you. It's called the Nola Air Fiber, and it's filled with a proprietary down alternative that's super soft and compressible into a very low loft. Now it's important to note that when you're sleeping in the prone position, it's very important to have a soft and compressible pillow to use under your head or under the hips and lower abdomen as well in order to relieve back pain and align the spine. Again, this is going to serve to relieve lower lumbar pressure and align the spine, but also make sure that your head is not being craned upward and putting any strain on your neck. Now again, this does come in one size. It's about $79, but you get a very long 120-night trial period to test it out. Okay, next up on my list is the Casper foam pillow, and I picked it specifically for back sleepers, although side sleepers can enjoy this pillow too. Now it features a 3-layer design that incorporates both high and low density foams in order to promote neutral spine alignment and really comfortably cradle the head and neck, which again I find to be most beneficial in the back sleeping position. But because this pillow features that inner core of firmer high density memory foam, it serves as a great pillow to use in between the legs in order to relieve lower back pressure, hip pain, and again to further align the spine. Now hot sleepers might like to know that the foam in this pillow is ventilated for better breathability, and it also features a removable moisture wicking cover fabric. Now depending on the size you choose, price ranges from about $89 to $119, and again it's backed by a very generous trial period of 100 nights. Speaking of hot sleepers, the next pillow I want to show you is called the Bear Pillow, and from the cover fabric to the internal fill, every part of this pillow was made to help you sleep cool. So first of all, it's covered in a very icy cool textile called phase change material. It's prominently featured throughout the world of cooling sleep accessories because it really does make this pillow feel like it's been refrigerated. Now it's also capped on each side with mesh panels in order to promote breathability, but it's also filled with one piece of ventilated foam to really make sure the air is flowing through this pillow. Now it is on the firmer side. It's got a lofty profile of about 4.5 inches, so it is going to be best suited to back and side sleepers, but again, its firm level of support is great for holding beneath the knees or in between the legs in order to relieve a little lower lumbar pressure and relieve hip pain as well. Now additionally, I like to prop this pillow right behind me when I'm in the upright position because I find that its really cooling feel applies a little soothing relief to my lower back. Now depending on the size you choose, price ranges from about $95 to $115, and again, a nice long 100-night trial period. Now last but not least on my list is the avocado green pillow, and I picked it because it's made from all natural materials, it's got a firmer feel, and does a great job of maintaining its shape throughout the night. Now it's covered in 100% organic cotton, and it's filled with a blend of Dunlop latex shreds and a tree fiber called kapok, which kind of feels like a fluffy down alternative. But because it's got a more firmly supportive feel, it serves as a great head pillow, but also works great for under the knees or between the legs in order to align the spine and relieve lower back and hip pain. But furthermore, it does have an adjustable fill, so if you want to make it work for back, side, or stomach sleeping, just unzip, reach in, and manipulate the loft until you find your perfect comfort zone. Now, depending on the size you choose, price ranges from about $79 to $99, and you get a nice 100-night trial period to test it out. All right, now before we wrap up this review, allow me to address some frequently asked questions surrounding back pain in general. So first of all, how can I relieve lower back pain? Well, first and foremost, it's very important that you sleep on the right mattress that's going to properly support you in your go-to position. And if you want to explore some of those options, be sure to go to sleepopolis.com, search best mattresses of 2020. We pick something for every style of sleeper. Now that said, there are some ways that you can use a pillow in order to relieve lower back pain, and we've talked about a few of those already. So first of all, hold a lofty, dense pillow with a more firmly supportive feel beneath your knees in order to sort of get the blood flowing and relieve that lower back pain. But you can also hold it between your legs in order to further align the spine and relieve that lower back pain as well. Now that said, people want to know, are memory foam pillows good for back pain? Well, in my experience, memory foam pillows can be great for back pain because they do tend to be more firmly supportive and more dense, which makes them a great pick for holding between the legs or under the knees. And lastly, how often should you replace your pillow? Well, this is a great question that's very relevant to back pain because sleeping on a pillow that doesn't properly support you is kind of a surefire way to experience neck and back pain. So that said, I suggest that you check in with your pillows every 6 to 8 months to make sure that they're not getting clumpy or too flat and they're still maintaining their shape. Well, that's it for me, but remember, for every last detail on all the pillows I just showed you, be sure to check out my full review by going to Sleepopolis, search for best pillows for back pain. It'll be the first thing that pops up. And while you're there, be sure to search for best mattress for back pain. It'll be the first thing that pops up, and we'll show you all our personal favorites that are designed to support you in your preferred position. Now that said, I do hope you found this review to be helpful, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media. We're always uploading more content with an aim to get you some better sleep. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.